Can a leader be decisive and collaborative? This is a very common challenge leaders face. You can be decisive and collaborative at the same time. It's just most leaders don't know how to do it. And far too many leaders are worried about stepping on toes. They don't want to come across as too directive. So what they do is they over-index the consensus approach. These leaders have great intentions, but those intentions quickly turn into something that erodes their reputation in the business. Because you try to make everyone happy. You get the reputation of being somebody that doesn't move things forward, maybe a bit of a pushover. There isn't one specific way to lead effectively. But if there's one thing that will sink a leader consistently, it's when they try to make everybody happy. It's a classic example of how you might be infecting the situations you're trying to solve. The more senior you are, the less likely you will make everyone happy. You'll burn all of your fuel on this quixotic adventure that will only just have people roll their eyes. So don't try to make everybody happy. It's not where you should be putting your effort and energy. The more you expand your role and your influence inside the business, the more people just want you to make decisions. Some will like them, some won't. The art, however, is how you do it. So you don't come across as that control freak. There's a big difference between coming in with a choice and making a final decision. Here we go. If there's one way to break it down, if you look at the choice, given the possibilities in front of me, what would I choose based on the information that I have? That's one. That's a choice-based response. The second one is, hey, here's my final decision and here's why. You make a decision, you explain why. So how do you come across as decisive and collaborative? How do you move things forward faster without the feeling of being a tyrant? Here's the recipe I want to break down. And I want you to make this real. So think of a situation that you're stuck on, that needs a decision, it needs to move forward, but it just hasn't yet. This is also something that's great to use with your boss, not just direct reports or colleagues. This is a recipe that works in all of these situations. Come to this meeting with a boss, colleague, direct report, with a very specific choice you've made in regards to this thing that's been lingering. Just make a choice based on the information that you have. This is step one. You've made a choice. Step two is to communicate this in the following way. Here's the situation. Here's what I think we should do about it, and here's why. You've created the context around this project, and you've shared what you think should happen based on the information that you have. This is step one. You've shared the information that's most relevant. Then what you do next is most important. You ask them, help me see what I might be missing. Help me see what I might be missing. The way you say this is very important. If you say, is there anything that I might be missing? That's a closed question that many people, especially if you have authority in the relationship dynamic, they'll just shake their head. They'll say, no, I think you pretty much got it. It's a lazy question, so you'll get a lazy answer. But when you frame it as, help me see what I might be missing, then this invites a thought partner, a collaborator. It's a much different entry point. And in the best scenarios, what you get are some very valuable perspectives. These are different, these are important. And when they share them, get curious about them. Park the choice that you've made. That choice is just an accelerator for greater collaboration and discussion. So you get curious about their perspectives and you genuinely explore them. This is valuable for two reasons. One, Mark Twain said it best, you've probably heard this quote, It's not what you don't know for sure that'll hurt you. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. So this is your way of making sure that you're not responsible for the blind spots that everyone else sees that you reject. Get curious, explore the situation. So that's the one valuable thing, is you invite critical information that's going to help make this a valuable final decision once you make it. But secondly, the way you ask that invites collaboration. I may not take everything you say, but I'm inviting collaboration. This is a very simple method that our clients have used to get significant results in moving things forward. In the end, you're gonna have to make a final decision. But done right, what you've done is you've accelerated the decision, the discussion, you've invited better quality of discussion by coming prepared and making that choice, and you've made it a collaborative process. This is how you develop a reputation of being decisive and collaborative.